Okay, here we are. Welcome back to the channel. Video should be number 2, depending on what order I put them in. But without further ado, we're going to go with my new HYPERLITE WINDRIDER 70 liter. And let me first tell you guys, I am not an ultralight packer. I don't need to be an ultralight packer. I'm used to carrying heavy packs. Tear me apart in the comments all you want. I know there's a ton of weight I can save, but I'm not fully loaded with fluids, water, 5 days of food. I'm still under right around 35 pounds. 36, 37 if I really stock up on water, depending on the food supply I take. But with 5 days on my gear and 3.5 liters of water, I am 35, 34, 35 pounds, which is plenty light for me. I hike around just to practice with 55 to 65 pounds with my Garmin group, doing, longer 12, sometimes even 16-mile days. Obviously, it's not a through hike day after day after day after day, but I'll work it out. We're going to do a couple shakedowns, see what's what. Hopefully, I get some feedback on what you guys think I could cut out. But keep in mind, I'm not an ultralighter. Not an ultralighter. So, rocking the WINDRIDER 70 liter on top. This is my bivy bag. It's warm, doesn't breathe that well, but it's waterproof. All right, I'm still contemplating on what I'm bringing as far as sleeping systems goes. I think I'm going to get away with maybe my synthetic ENLIGHTENED 40 degree, because I do sleep with a sleeping bag liner from Sea to Summit, which I'll show you. It's their warmest one they have. I could probably get away with the sleeping bag liner and the bivy alone, because I have a high R-valued sleep pad from NEMO. But I'll run the bivy bag up top. On the back, what do we have here? We have, what I'm running in the back is, this is my pillow from Outdoor Vitals. I love this company. I run all their down jackets, their clothes, everything. I love Outdoor Vitals. Love outdoor. Everything that says outdoor seems to be is a good company. What else do we have back here? We got the NEMO. I believe this is the ECLIPSE, R rating 6.2. I've switched over from this probably a couple months ago. I was running the ThermaRest. This came out, bought it brand new, had nothing but great ratings, and it's worked out well. It's nice, thick. I believe it's 3.5, maybe 3 to 3.5 inches thick. More than comfortable. Works well. Have no complaints so far. This is my tent, new tent. First time I'm running a trekking pole tent. I was running the NEMO tents for years, probably 15, 20 years, as long as they've been making tents. I've been rocking them, but I went to a trekking pole tent for the first time. Been getting a lot of experience setting it up, because as everybody knows, it's not the same as a freestanding tent. But I went with the HYPERLITE Outbound 2. I like the extra room. I carry a lot of stuff, and on those rainy days when you got to switch out clothes, you get into your camp clothes and all, there's nothing better than having that little bit of extra room. Also, I run the 25-inch wide sleeping pad, so the extra room is more than welcomed. So this is just the Outbound 2. I've had it out maybe a half a dozen times at this point. It really does take some practice in setting it up to where everything's tight in the right places with the trekking poles. So that's my tent. Here are my 10 spikes. They're all the MSRs. I think they're groundhogs. I'm running, I believe there's 12 of them, 6 to spike the tent. I'm sorry, I'm running 8 of them. 2 extras. So I'm bringing 2 extras. Here is the 6 Moon Designs, basically a Tyvek sheet for my ground. I run this Mylar one in the wintertime when my ThermaRest would be kind of questioned as far as the cold goes. But that give me some extra warmth I'll tell you, these Mylars, they take up a little bit of room, but they definitely increase your warm rating. Another DITTY bag. I know I'm going to get beat up over these DITTY bags because I got everything in there. This is everything I need for the tent, tie downs, different connectors, extra things that I can play with. I'm running a different system than what comes on it, so I'm testing that out. I'm going to try 4 bungee lines with their standard other 4 lines, just to see if that gives me a little bit less play, but a little bit sturdier of a staking it out. I got a little saw. No real reason for this, but I always carry one just in case. Firewood's far and few to find. Carried running the Sawyer system as my primary. I also have a life straw that I will alternate back and forth with just to try out. I actually have 4 different types of filtering systems. The Sawyer, running the life straw, tested that against the Catadine, against the Platypus. I'm going to test them all out and decide on what I'm going to bring on the AT once I get all the results in. I'll have a video for that coming up later. With the water, I got the C-Knock bag. This is the heavy duty one. I think it's called the Vector. This is 2 liter. I also have a 3 liter in here. Not really sure which one I'm going to go with yet, but I do like that the Vector's a lot more durable when you go to squeeze down that water out of the bottom. It feels a lot sturdier. I'm going to run as everybody runs, the smart water bottles on both sides. This other side, I have my food bag by Big Sky International. Helps heat up your food. I am running a stove system, I'm not going to run the dehydrated or whatever you call it, where you just add the water. I like hot food and I like it to taste good, so I will be running the stove. I also have up front here, spin this around, both sides pockets. I got nothing really flattering. I got some gummies, I got some energy gels, Bic lighter, I got some netting for the bugs. This side we got some powders, spice up the water a little bit. I got some glow sticks, I got another lighter, got a multi-tool. That's about it. One I'll probably use for trash, and the other one I'll use for my snacks and stuff as I go along. This is the 67i, so I know it's a lot bigger than the Mini 3. I do have the Mini 3, but I like running this because of the options it gives me. I can pull everything up on there. I duplicate it. It'll mirror my phone if I need be, so I can pull up any kind of point of interest that I need. I could run all kinds of plans, see what the elevation is this way, that way. If there's options, if a trail shut down, I can re-alternate. I could do everything right through here if there's no cell service. Got the HYPERLITE front pouch, got some gloves, glow stick. This actually fits my new phone really well. First time I went with a Pro Max size phone, so I now have the 17 Pro Max. And that should do it for the outside. Let's get into the good stuff. I am going to be rocking a knee brace. I do have knee problems. So nothing that's going to slow me down or hold me back, but once the elevation starts to really kick in the Smokies, sometimes the extra stability decreases the amount of soreness and pain that I have the next day. My food bag, this has got 4 days of food in it right now. It's all Mountain House and Peak, all the dry food. I'm running 2 cups. I know you guys will beat me up about that. 1 cup this is a 750 milliliter. I keep my pour over for my morning coffee that I absolutely have to have by best coffee company known to man, Black Rifle Coffee. My guys over there. Yeah, that's all that's in there. This is just the Toke 750 milliliter with the pour over. Wind's not going to be my friend. The wind's starting to kick up here in Jersey. We have Outdoor Research HELIUM rain pants. I believe these are the HELIUM. If not, they're the Farius, I believe. Here is my sleeping bag liner. This is the REACTOR Extreme liner from Sea to Summit. It's warm, adds about 15 degrees of warmth. So like I was saying, come summertime, late spring, coming in the summer, I'm really not going to need anything more than this and my bivvy. I'm good probably down to 30 degrees, if not 35. 30 would probably be pushing it. I'd probably be really comfortable around 40 to 35 degrees. I'm a really hot sleeper, but this is really comfortable. Got people driving up looking, thinking that I'm crazy talking to myself. What else do we have? All right, this is my GoPro. This is where I keep one of my GoPros. That one there's the Hero 13. This is all the adapters, extra batteries. I'm bringing 5 batteries. Well, I'm sorry, 4 for the GoPro Hero 13. I have 4 batteries for that, and I have 3 for the Max 2, the 360 Max 2. I have 3 batteries for that one. All the electronics will be in the bag, as you can see, and like I said, the DITTY bags, I have them all color coded, everything I need. This is my medical bag. This has any kind of like cuts, bruises. I do have experience and a long history and career in the medical or emergency services. I have stitches, which is never fun to stitch yourself, although I have had to do it in the past. Blister care. These are called Tagaderms. I don't know why I don't see people use these. The Tagaderm is the little piece of clear sticky they put over your IV when either you're in the emergency room or you're in the doctor's office. You put this over your blister. It's as thin as paper, or it's as thin as your skin rather. It doesn't come off, and it fixes everything. As soon as you get a hot spot, cut a little piece of this off, stick it on there. It's thinner than moleskin, stays better than Leuco tape. I don't know why I don't see this more often. They come in multiple sizes. Whenever I do real long ruck marches with like a 65-pound pack and we're going 18, 20 miles, I put them actually on my shoulders and on my hips for any type of friction points when I'm running the old school ACU rucksack from the military. Everybody knows that's worn that for long periods of time. It will start to dig into your shoulders and your hips. Tagaderms. I don't know why I don't see them more often, but that's the name of the game. That's the key. We got one of the most important things. We got some dude wipes. I don't run the Baudet top of the bottle thing. I don't know, that doesn't do it for me. So I'd rather hike these out, pack them out. Where else we going here? Jackets. I'm undecided on my puffy. Right now I'm stuck between the Outdoor Research Helium or the Outdoor Vitals new jacket. I'll put it down below. Can't think of it. I have it on the tip of my tongue. I think it's the QUILT, or it's their brand new one. I believe it's 900 fill. It is probably the lightest jacket to weight ratio that I've ever experienced. It's the lightest jacket and warmest jacket that you could ever think of. It's out of this world. If you get a chance, check it out. I got some videos coming up on all of my down jackets and my synthetic jackets. I have a Rab synthetic that's really, really nice as well. So once I figure that out, but for now, I have in case it gets cold, I have a little beanie. I have some wool gloves. I have the Under Armour face mask. My rain jacket is the Outdoor Research Starburst. I also have the Mountain Hardwear Threshold, which is a triple layer rain jacket. This is only 2.5. The triple layer, I think I'm going to switch that out for this. It's a stronger material. It's not as soft on the skin, but your waterproofing stays a lot longer. You don't get that wet out once you're in the pouring downpour rain for 3 or 4 days. Everything has its limits, and the 2.5 layer will always give up before the 3. So I may switch that out depending on how the weather goes, or I might send this home later on if it's raining a lot. And the only other thing I have in here, my Starburst and Stratoburst I have, and I have, let me see what else we have in here. I know there's another jacket in here. Oh no, it's just I have a Outdoor Research Carbide, or Carbine it's called, which is more on a hard shell side as opposed to the soft shell. It's a thicker jacket. It is a triple layer, although it's heavier than the Threshold, the Mountain Hardware's Threshold. It's warmer, but it has a lot more ability to vent. It doesn't breathe as far as the material itself goes, and neither does the Threshold. But the Carbide, although it's a warmer jacket, it does breathe a lot more. It has bigger pit zips, has a lot of places that you can air out, and it is a 3-layer. Super light. Everything's light except for obviously all my bags. Where I give up some weight, I add weight with the extra ounces from the DITTY bags. So I just like to be organized. It's easier, especially you come in at nighttime, you're under a headlamp, or you're looking for something early in the morning. It was a long day, you hiked 30 miles the day before, and you just want to set up camp. It's easier to know everything's color coded and you know where it is. Actually, that's starting to go. Glad we saw that. We're gonna have to switch that out too. Okay, what else do we have? Not too much left. What bag is this? All right, this is going to be the rest of my water filters. This I have some, can't go home without this, Gold Bond foot powder. Don't leave home without it, especially on long through hikes like this. We got some, this is the 3-liter CNOC I was telling you about. We have this is for back flushing my connectors to different types of bottles. My Life Straw goes, I'm going to test that against the Sawyer. And at the bottom here we have some extra seals. We have a throwback to the water pills in case none of my filters or all my filters go bad. Maybe they freeze one night, but everything else is set to back flush. And we have some Element powders, we have some Gatorade powders, everything to give me a little diversity as far as flavors go. I'm not drinking just nasty water all the time. What else do we have? Look, another DITTY bag. Who made this one? This is Ultralite. I got a lot from both of them. This is just my toiletry bag. What do we have in here? We got some drops. We got, this has got a lot of the diarrhea pills, ibuprofen, eye drops, Benadryl, hydrocortisone, hand cream and wash. We got some tape, toothbrush, poop trowel. I don't really want to get into my poop trowel and everything like that. I think you've seen it all. And I believe the last bag, actually, we have my big cup. This is my 1100. This is 1100 milliliter. I went bigger because I don't like to bring things up to the lip. It's nice to have more room, and I'm able to put a lot more in here. I don't like the rattling, as a lot of people don't when they're walking down the trail, that constant rattling. So I have some fingerless wool mitts I shove in there to keep the rattling down, and it also prevents the rust from the bottom of the fuel can from getting on the inside of your cup. So I'm running the JETBOIL pocket stove. Been running this for a year or two now. It's nice. It has the little auto igniter. I still use my lighter as much as I can, but if you don't have a lighter and this is working, you just click the side, it lights it up for you. Never had any problems with this. I think this is my 3rd or 4th one. I just replace them, not that there's issues with them, but I just replace it because it's time to get a new one. Got some fuel, small one. I don't really run a lot because I get to resupply a lot. And the other little mitt there. so that keeps that from rattling on the bottom. It also, like I said, keeps the rust out. Nice little pocket stove. Actually, I might use that in a couple minutes. I'm actually getting hungry now that I got this food out. Why not, right? I like this also because it has all the markings on the inside. So you gotta add a certain amount of water. It has all the milliliter breakdowns on the inside of the cup for you. Put this back on the top. I don't think this is a toast, to be honest. I don't think, yeah, it's definitely not a toast because I don't think they have these. But wherever I got this from, well worth it. I'll put it down below, let you guys know where I got it from and what it is. Underneath here, you'll see I have another Bic lighter. This is the little stand that comes with it. I usually don't use it. Sometimes I do if the ground's a little moist or if it's super dry. Always try to kick that stuff away. Make sure you're on sand when you're lighting these things up, especially in fire season. We're getting down to the bottom now. All we got is one more DITTY bag and the clothes bag. And this is going to be all my odds and ends. All right, so this is my little medical bag. Unfortunately, I have to take shots twice a week. So I'll be tracking in, hiking in and hiking out my sticks, my syringes, and my medication. Let's see here. All trusty Toaks Spork. Running some outdoor research gaiters. Keep them socks clean. Try to keep as much dirt out of your socks inside of your shoes as you can. I got another emergency bag, nail clippers, tweezers, tick remover, triple antibiotic, Neosporin, chapstick. Can't leave home without the chapstick. Got some more eye drops. Got some, let's see here, anti-diarrhea. We got some butterfly strips, any kind of cuts or anything. Got some dental floss, some emergency candy in case my sugar gets a little too low too fast, I start to crash. I got a little bit of cream for any kind of poison oak, poison sumac, poison ivy. And we got some more stitches, and we got some new skin, which is like a glue that you rub on your skin to keep it closed. We got tourniquet. I always have a tourniquet. For you guys will notice as I go through these, I always have medical stuff to take care of other people. It's just the business I was in, and 20 years of it comes natural. I'm always looking to make sure I have the ability to take care of other people. We got some medical tape. We got some lube, some trusty lube for any of our zippers. Keep our zippers clean. I actually got that with my Yeti, I believe. Some of my Yeti coolers. Emergency poncho, or emergency blanket rather. These actually work a lot better than people believe. You guys are going to kill me on this one, I know it. But we have a medical stapler. Any kind of bad cut, clean it out as best you can. Staple it up. If you don't have time, especially if it's any kind of arterial bleed, you got to get them closed up real fast. Clean it out real fast the best you can. Staple it up, hit them with a full spectrum antibiotic, which I do carry, as long as they don't have any allergies. They're not unconscious to tell you whether or not they're allergic to anything. Get that full spectrum antibiotic in them. In case there's dirt that you sealed up in them, they're going to have to open it up and clean it out and really get in there and make sure that wound is clean anyway. But, yep, medical stapler. I know, there's absolutely no reason for it, but there are reasons for it. I have actually used one before up at my cabin on somebody that was in a quad accident. All right, we got a little SAM splint here. It's cut down, weighs absolutely nothing. Never know. Fall, trip, sprain, broken ankle, dislocation, make brace out of this or a splint out of this, no problem, a couple seconds. And lastly, we have this is my old pump for my sleeping pad. It is not the new one. I actually have the new one. I didn't switch that out. I believe it's in that bag. This is, I don't even know the name of this. I got it off Amazon. I'll leave it down below. But the new one is, I believe, that foxtail. I think it's like 1 ounce. It's like the size of a AA battery or whatever. It's not as powerful as that is, or not as fast working as that one is. But although I'm not an ultralighter, where I could cut back, I will. I am right on the border of where I don't want to be weight-wise. I really don't want to be over 35 pounds. 35 pounds is a sweet spot for me. I like 35 pounds. It sits there. It sits there nice for me. Excuse me. All right, last but not least, HYPERLITE 16-liter pod. This is all of our clothing material outside of the jackets. Let's see what we have here. Outdoor Vitals hoodie. This is their DRAGONWOOL. Love this hoodie. Love this hoodie. It breathes better than anything. Doesn't hold any smell after a couple days on the trail. You don't have to worry about it stinking. You don't get too hot in it. You can stay nice and warm in it. It just checks all the boxes. Unfortunately, I think they stopped making these. I have a set of Under Armour 2.0 in here. Base layers. That's usually what I sleep in. I'm probably going to switch these out for some Smart Wool. A set of either medium or light Smart Wool base layers, and that's what I'll sleep in every night. So I got a top and bottom of them. We have, it looks like a RAB and an Outdoor Vitals, or no, a RAB and an Outdoor Vitals wool sun hoodie. We got 2 sun hoodies. I'll probably have one on starting the trail, so that'll be 3. I have an Outdoor Vital 2 pair of shorts. I'll probably start the trail with a pair of joggers. So that'll give me, and I have a set of joggers in here. Both of my sets of joggers, I have one that's Outdoor Vitals, set of their joggers. I have 2 joggers from Outdoor Research, and I believe I have 3 from Under Armour. The Under Armour ones are really nice, really nice. They go hand in hand. I mean, they're right there with the other top brands when it comes to hiking. So we'll have a pair of joggers on, I'm thinking, to start the through hike. So that'll give me 2 total pairs of joggers. We have 2 pair of shorts, 2 pair of sun hoodies, not 2 pair, but 2 sun hoodies. We have the base layers, top and bottom, 2.0 Under Armour. For right now, that's going to be my sleeping, what I get into to sleep. We got a little hoodie in case it gets a little chilly, and we don't need either the rain jacket or the puffy. I'm bringing 3 pairs of darn tough wool socks, plus the ones I'll have on, so that'll be 4 total. That's probably a lot, but like I said, I'm a big advocate of keeping your feet dry, taking very good care of your feet, so I like to change socks as much as I can. I also, besides those 4 darn toughs, I have 2 Injinji sock liners. I have a gray pair and a black pair, so I can rotate them and keep a rotation so I know which ones are which. And I am bringing 2 pair of Smart Wool boxer briefs, plus the ones I'll be wearing on the start of the trip. So I'll have 3. One of my pair of shorts actually has the built-in, basically, underwear, so I'll be wearing them as much as possible so I don't have to worry about the wool having to get them dirty or having to wash them when I get into a town. It's just less work for me if I freeball it a little bit. I might actually switch to both of pairs of my shorts going with that type of setup. And that is it. That's all we have. So we'll have a pair of pants, 2 pair of shorts, 2 pair of boxer briefs, 4 socks, 2 sock liners, a pair of sealskin socks, pair of base layers, 2 sun hoodies, and a wool hoodie from Outdoor Vitals. Can't say enough about. That's all we have for our attire. That's the clothes I'm bringing for the first at least month. All right, let me get that squared away. Now, a lot of people are going with the fanny packs these days. I'm not a big fan of that. Plus, I keep my belt real tight, and where I keep the pack belt would never allow me to wear a fanny pack anyway. So I run, this is made by 511. It's just a chest rig. It is a little on the tactical side. I run everything that I need to get to real fast, snacks. I do a lot of, I don't always go by GPS. I do a lot of land navigation to keep my skills sharp, taking bearings, pace counts, keeping a good pace count, knowing your pace count with a ruck on, with a ruck off, going uphill, downhill, bad weather, good weather. It's always good to know your pace counts. shoot an azimuth, take a bearing, walk off your distance and direction. Also in here, I just keep a little notepad. I could run, I write down anything I need to, any kind of notes. Got some medication, vials of medication. I got other things medical wise, more different types of, I have different types of powder, some more Gatorade, Element, and some goo, which are just energy, protein, high carb goos. This is that new skin I was telling you about. It's just a little tiny vial. You crack it. It's got a little sponge on the top. Hold your wound together. Make sure it's cleaned out first. Hold your wound together. Glue it together. Put this, wipe the glue over top of it. Hold your wound together for 10-15 seconds. Good to go. Once that's on, then you cover it with something, whether a piece of Leukotape or the Tagaderm medical tape, whatever have you. I always have some type of tape or medical tape on me. And that's all I have in here. This is where my phone will go up front, but anything else that I need, my wallet with a card, I carry this small, real thin rigid that fits perfectly in here, rigid wallet. Always keep a pair of medical shears. Never know what you're going to come into. Pen, little fire starter, and this is for navigation. It's got a signal mirror for emergencies. Things. Also going to do a series on backcountry medical. Come across somebody that's sick in the woods, somebody that's hurt in the woods, maybe they fell, maybe they needed emergency extraction from the backcountry. You'll be able to, hopefully, after a couple of my videos, you'll be able to determine whether it's an extreme emergency, a true emergency, or you guys might be able to get this guy out of there, hike him out of there, carry him out of there, whatever have you. I run the Right in the Rain pads with a rainproof Right in the Rain pen in case you have some really important information that you're writing down. Let's say you have somebody that's sick in the woods and you wrote down all his biometrics, whether or not he's allergic to any medications, what medications he's on, what type of medical history he has, how long of an onset it's been since this pain started, let's say, what type of pain is it. You write all that down. God forbid the guy's unconscious or the woman's unconscious by the time you get to emergency services personnel. You have it all written down. You don't have to remember anything. Or if you had to apply a tourniquet, you write down the time. You also write it on him right at the spot of the tourniquet or on the tourniquet itself, what time you applied the tourniquet, because that's very important to the doctors when they get to the hospital, because there's a formula. That formula is how fast they are allowed to let that tourniquet out and allow blood to flow back into that limb to prevent any type of compartment syndrome. That's getting a little too advanced, but that's why I write everything down. It's spur of the moment, heated battle. Your adrenaline's running. You got this guy possibly going out on you in front of you, sick as can be. Maybe you think he's dying. You start to panic. You write it down. Write it down. You don't have to worry about remembering anything. And my memory's as bad as it gets anyway. But I got little cards here, little cheat sheet cards for time and distance, how to average it based on your height, weight, your pack, everything that you need to put in. This way, you don't have to worry about learning anything or remembering anything. I think that's it. The only other thing I have is my power bag. I had actually pulled this out with the cameras. I'm running a lot of batteries. I know a lot of people are going to say, why are you running that much power? Well, I have a lot of electric. I got the phone. I got 2 GoPros. I got the GPS. I got my watch. I have the display for my phone, so I could actually run the phone backwards. We have, I don't know, a lot of electric. And with having to upload every day for content, because I want to stay on a everyday schedule, keep the channel going, keep it interesting, make sure I get all your comments, make sure, I'm giving you guys exactly what you want. I'm willing to pay the sacrifice. I'm willing to sacrifice. And the sacrifice is 3 Anker 25,000s that are 1.2 pounds each, 3 of these. And they are every bit of 1.3 pounds. Running 3 of them, plus I'm running, I got to charge this too, my Nightcore headlamp. This is the big boy. I actually just got this. This thing is like the sun comes out. It's a 2,000 lumen It's way overkill, but that's just how the name of the game for me. I like big and overkill. And other than that, I just have all the cords, different cords. I have multiple blocks for when I get into town and I recharge all these packs. I went with 140 watt big blocks. They're expensive from Anker, but the new battery packs I have, I could actually run 2 lines into each of them, and it will charge twice as fast, obviously, but I believe it is 31 minutes with 240 watt lines going into each of them. So I have actually 6 240 watt cords, so I could charge everything and anything I can. Oh, also I have to charge this, the microphone. Oh, and I also have the 360 Max too. So yes, as you can see, I have a lot of equipment. I'm more than willing to hump it all in. I have no problem with that, because I want to give you guys the best content as possible. There's a lot of, anybody that's been back along the AT, the scenery is out of this world. And I think that's going to be it. Like I said, you need to see anything, you guys have any questions, any comments, especially as far as the entire video goes, let me know how I did on the editing. Let me know if there's anything you guys want to see. And let me know where you guys are from. If you guys want to join me one day, if I'm in your area out on the trail, you're more than welcome to come. Other than that, thank you guys for watching Joe's Outdoors, and have a great day.